welcome back to the channel. I hope you are staying safe and I hope you are staying warm today. So a lot is going on right now in Washington, not just the cold, but a lot is going on with the stimulus package and the stimulus check. So in today's updates, we'll quickly cover where things currently stand with the stimulus package and the stimulus checks, particularly what lawmakers are currently saying about these stimulus checks and the minimum wage and some of the provisions in this stimulus check. Everyone is asking, when will the checks arrive? When exactly are we going to see the checks in our bank account? But remember, this package has to go through several processes before it becomes law, and right now we're seeing some progress happen in the House, and hopefully things are going to happen pretty quickly because we are just under a month away from key benefits expiring. Key benefits like the unemployment insurance. So the $300 per week unemployment benefit is set to expire on March 14th. So right now we're seeing that we don't have enough time to waste with this package, and Congress has to move pretty quickly to get this package to pass. Give this video a thumbs up if you feel like Congress needs to move quickly and make progress on this stimulus package. And also, if this is your first time stopping by this channel, welcome. Consider subscribing now to join this amazing community to stay informed on the latest stimulus updates, economic updates, and financial tips for your financial wellness and success. Okay, so let's jump right into it. What exactly are we seeing on the stimulus news today? So according to AP News, the big report we're seeing right now is a great news for homeowners and for people who have a mortgage. So according to AP News, President Joe Biden has extended the pandemic help for homeowners and for renters. So here's the deal. According to this report, President Joe Biden is extending the ban on housing foreclosures to June 30th. And this is aimed to help homeowners who are struggling to make ends meet during this period. So this only applies to federally backed loans. Just to be clear, if your loan is not federally backed, you will likely not qualify for this extension on the ban on home foreclosure. So the banks cannot foreclose on you if you have a federally backed loan. So just wanted to point that out. So how exactly or how long will this last? According to this report, this is supposed to go all the way till June 30th of this year. And here's what the White House is saying about this. So according to the White House, this is a press release from the White House, and according to this, today 1 in 5 renters is behind on rent, and just over 10 million homeowners are behind on mortgage payments. So this is very, very critical. So today, as part of President's commitment to deliver immediate relief for American families bearing the brunt of the crisis, the Department of Housing and Urban Development, Department of Veteran Affairs, and Department of Agriculture announced a coordinated extension and expansion of forbearance and foreclosure relief programs. So here are some of the actions that will be announced today, or that were announced today. So the extension of the foreclosure moratorium for homeowners through June 30th of 2021. So through the end of June, if you have a federally backed loan, you will not be subject to foreclosure on that loan if you fail to make your payment. Then what else are we seeing here? The next bullet point here is the extension of the mortgage payment forbearance enrollment window until June 30th of 2021 for borrowers who wish to request forbearance. So if you are on the line and you are not sure, or on the fence and you are not sure if you should request that or not, you do have that June 30th 2021 window to request forbearance. Then this also goes in to protect people who had entered forbearance before June 30th of 2020. So according to this report, these the actions today are going to provide up to 6 months of additional mortgage payment forbearance in 3-month increments for borrowers who entered forbearance on or before June 30th. So just simplifying some of these things so you can understand if you do have your if you are not sure that you can make your mortgage payments for this month. You know, a lot of people are really going through so much pain right now. So that's it on the big announcement from the Biden administration on the extension of pandemic help to homeowners. Now, what about college students? So there's a big report right now that we're seeing that recent college grads who are getting $1,800 stimulus checks as they file their tax returns. So if you have a kid in college, or you have a kid recently who is over 18 and filed their 2020 taxes, chances are that they're going to get $1,800 stimulus checks. So let me explain this for a second. Remember, last two stimulus payments we saw last year in 2020 did not include dependents over the ages of 17. So adult dependents were not included in the first two stimulus payments, the $1,200 and the $600. So that's $1,800, right? So right now, if you had a dependent who was 18 last year, or 19 or whatever, adult dependent, or in college, and they filed their taxes this year, so far the tax season opened up on February 12th. So last Friday, the tax season opened up. So people are filing. So those who are filed right now are college students and qualified for the checks in 2021 are recently receiving $1,800. So you may want to have to double check your adult dependents for those who are crying, oh, my dependents did not get any check. Well, here's the deal. College students are getting $1,800. Just wanted to point that out. I'm sure this is going to help someone out there. And if you hear about this, please share this video with other people so they can get this information as well. Because the biggest question I keep getting is no stimulus payments for my adult dependents. Well, there you have it, just so you know. And also the other thing I want to point out too is if you had a baby in 2021, or your marital status, so you got married in 2020, or you had a baby in 2020, and that did not, chances are that you did not get the full payment you were supposed to get on the stimulus checks. So the first and second stimulus checks did not get you the full amount because of your tax status, you know, your household status, or the number of people in your household. So when you file your taxes for 2020, you should be getting more payment, or you should be getting credit that you could have gotten in stimulus payments last year. So just wanted to point that out pretty quickly. So now when it comes down to other things, where do we currently stand in the $1.9 trillion stimulus bill? So according to reports out there, this report from the Washington Post has expressed that congressional Democrats will renew their focus this week on passing the president's $1.9 trillion stimulus package, the American Rescue Plan. Remember, last week, lawmakers were very focused on the Trump impeachment trial. So now that that's out of the way, now that they don't have to worry about the Trump impeachment trial and the hours they spent going through that trial, now they're going to focus on the stimulus package. That's what we're seeing right now. So congressional Democrats are going to focus on this, and not just because the trial is over, but because the mid-March deadline for the enhanced unemployment benefits that are set to expire pretty much, I mean, we're right around the corner. You know how things happen. It creeps up on you pretty quickly when you are not watching. So right now, it is time to act for congressional Democrats. I do want to get your thoughts on these in the comment section below. Do you think the stimulus package is going to happen before March? I personally, I mean, just given the way things are going right now, things are moving along pretty quickly, and we're going to talk about it. Maybe not as fast as we expect them to move, but we've seen the House Ways and Means Committee approve the $940 billion that includes the stimulus checks and the tax credit. So things are kind of moving along behind the scenes, and hopefully we're going to see enough action this week and next week from Congress to get this package to the president's desk to sign it in less than a month. That's what we're all hoping for. So what exactly are we seeing from lawmakers right now? So you still have some lawmakers like Representative Jason Smith, a GOP lawmaker from the state of Missouri. So he did say this week, this is what he tweeted out today. He said, this week, the House Democrats plan to bring nearly $2 trillion Biden bailout package. He called that a bailout package. Okay, before the House Budget Committee, when existing estimates show there still remains roughly $1 trillion in enacted but unspent stimulus funding. So he's claiming, or he's saying, or he's stating in his tweet that there's still $1 trillion left unspent in the previous stimulus packages. So why is the Biden administration now introducing a $2 trillion stimulus package? So he doesn't seem to be happy with that, I guess. And then he did respond to to some article from The Hill that did say from Fauci. So Dr. Fauci did say the stimulus bill needs to be passed for schools to reopen. And he did respond to that and said schools received over $60 billion already to reopen. Hundreds of millions remain unspent. We don't need more money. We just need to open the doors. Okay, but then he goes on to say, but never let the science or facts get in the way of your political agenda, I suppose. I want to get your thoughts on this tweet in the comment section below. Do you believe that we don't need more money to just open the doors, or we should just open the doors of schools? I want to get your thoughts on these in the comment section below. Now, the other big news we're seeing here comes in from AP News as well, and this is highlighting some of the progress or some of the steps that have been taken in the House right now with this $1.9 trillion stimulus package. So according to this, we know the stimulus checks have been approved in the House, right? That's been approved. The $1,400 per adult and per dependent, and also $2,800 for married couples who are making under $150,000. And then we also have the bigger tax breaks for households with kids, so $2,000 per child, and then we do have the child tax credit. So the increase of that $2,000 to $3,000 for every child aged 6 to 17, and $3,600 for children under the age of 6. So we do have that one as well. And then we have $350 billion for states and local governments. So states and local governments are going to receive, under the Biden plan, $350 billion. And yesterday we did see the reports out there that the GOP mayors and governors are in support of this Biden stimulus plan and the aids to states and local government. But you have congressional GOP lawmakers who are not in support of this aid to states and local government. So there seems to be some type of split stance when it comes to the GOP members, and those in the House, those in Washington, and those at the state and local government level. So they are not in the same, they are not really in one accord right now when it comes to the stimulus package. So, but we do know that there's some support for this package, and things are working towards and the House is working towards getting this package wrapped up here pretty soon. And the aid to local to schools is tagged at $130 billion. So these are some of the big things. And then when it comes to businesses, we do have $15 billion for airlines. That's something that we've seen, $15 billion for airlines, and they've asked for $25 billion, but they do have $15 billion, and then $25 billion for restaurants. So again, there seems to be a lot of these provisions moving here pretty quickly, but some of the big ones here that we want to see here soon or get approved will be the expanded unemployment benefits. So the Biden plan has those at $300 for going from $300 to $400 per week, and this is supposed to last for the next 6 months, so up until the fall of this year. So what else are we seeing? Raising the minimum wage. This is the big one. This is another one that has raised so much controversy in Washington right now. So increasing the minimum wage from $7.25 to $15 per hour. So that's something that we're seeing right now. And according to this tweet right here, Senator Mitt Romney, a GOP lawmaker, has actually introduced some interesting bill. According to his tweet, he did say millions of Americans are struggling to make ends meet. I'm introducing a bill with Senator Tom Cotton that would increase the minimum wage while ensuring businesses cannot hire illegal immigrants. We must protect American workers. So he's saying, hey, look, if you're going to increase the minimum wage, how about let's pair that up with making sure that it only applies to citizens, to U.S. citizens. So that's something that he's doing right now. And then he did tweet again and say Congress hasn't raised the minimum wage in more than a decade, leaving many Americans behind. Our proposal gradually raises the minimum wage without costing jobs, setting it to increase automatically with inflation, and requires employers to verify the legal status of workers. So he is not against increasing the minimum wage. He just wants to increase or add some rules to make sure that the American jobs are protected according to his tweet, and also making sure that the people who are actually the American workers are protected, and the people who actually are citizens, legal citizens, or have the legal status to work are getting the jobs. I do want to get your thoughts on these in the comment section below. But this is where things currently stand with the stimulus package right now. This is where we are this week so far with the stimulus package. And you know, the story changes every day, if not every hour. So check back some other time for more updates. If If this is your first time stopping by, please subscribe now. And if you are looking to make some extra money from the comfort of your home, be sure to check out the helpful and exclusive videos on the right. See you in the next update. Stay safe and thank you for watching.